So if you've watched any of my videos about SHIB and you've been around the block a time or two, you always take this with a grain of salt. Okay. And so what I mean by that is you saw the thumbnail 40% upside. And I always look at this and I always kind of look, I tend to look at situations like this with a little bit of, kind of like glass half empty, half full kind of scenario. And here's what I mean by that. Okay. So right here, right now, this piece of content says, hey, there's an upside risk or an upside opportunity of 40%. Okay. And there is some merit to this. And so we've got a couple of things at play here. So just bear with me. I'm going to walk you around the park for a minute. Okay. So I talk about this all the time about how Shiba Inu has been consolidating. It has. Now we've had a nice little bump up in the last couple of days. But there's a possibility if there's a 40% upside, to get to the, in the 4.0 range. Okay, so that's the point of the video. Is there or is there not? Drop in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts, but give me just a minute before you drop your comments, because there is some bullish indicators. Okay, and there's also an overriding market, crypto market theme here that I need to make you aware of. Okay, so there's a couple things playing out here. So if we do break below the 50-day SMA, it would reverse this bullish outlook. But right here, right now, Shiba Inu itself is looking bullish. It is looking, bullish to the standpoint of 3.5. And if you look at the last 14 days, you can see that we've really consolidated. Now, again, this is that consolidation thing that I talk about all the time. But from about the 5th of February, we jumped from in the twos all the way up the 2.2 range, to the 2.9 range, and now we're in this 3.2, 3.3, 3.1 to 3.3 range, give or take. Okay, so you need to take a step back and look at what's going on in the overall market. Okay, the overall market is up 4.9%. You also have a situation playing out right here where stock futures have jumped after Russia reports its pullback of military troops. I've been talking about this in previous videos and all this kind of stuff. So it would seem that the overall market conditions have changed a little bit and have improved, if you will. Now look at the Dow, look at the Nasdaq. I mean, they're screaming be up in a positive way because of this scenario where Russia, it's like we're backing away from war, and war creates uncertainty and doubt, havoc in the stock market and in the crypto market. So here's my point to bring this back to Shiba Inu. It is entirely possible that if the overall market continues to run like it is, I mean, you've got Bitcoin and Ethereum now, starting to turn back on and doing their thing. I mean, look at this chart action right here on the right where my mouse is. I mean, just screaming up, if you will, in a, relatively, right? Okay. And so Shiba Inu itself right here, let me show you this right here. So here's the chart compared. Okay. So moving up, right? We've got to get to really two main levels, okay? We got to get through and break through that 3.3 range. And you can see in the last 24 hours, our high has been a 3.159. We get to that. The first level of resistance is a 3.3, okay? And so we're at a 3.1 right now. If we can get through and break through a 3.3, meaning positive bullish momentum, which cannot be only driven by Shiba Inu. It has to be driven by Shiba Inu catalysts and everything going on with and positive sentiment and dollars flowing into Shiba Inu, number one. But we have to continue to maintain that positive momentum in the overall riding market condition, i.e. the crypto market itself. Bitcoin and Ethereum have to continue to do their thing, continue to rise really well. If we can get through that 3.3 range, then it looks like then from there it will be a pretty easy move to get to 3.5. That's the next resistance. And from 3.5 to 3.2 to 4, that's where our 40% plus upside potential comes into play and could start to take effect. Okay, so these are the things that I want to keep you aware of and keep your eye on as we roll forward in all this kind of scenario, and we'll see how it plays out. Okay, again, Shiba Inu cannot be going up every single day. That's not how it happens. And I say that only in the context, guys, that we get a lot of new investors into crypto and maybe even investing in general coming into assets like Shiba Inu, which is why I continue to kind of talk about that and have that theme as a narrative in my videos. All right, that's what I got for you. As always, I'll see you later. Go make some money, and I'll be back. Bye.